whole bunch of books, my God, understanding the purpose of marriage. That all these books are on Amazon, okay, so you can get it. A Wind of Deliverance, Prayer Bullet. You know I would like this one, Prayer Bullet. And so I like that one. And then Angels and the Deliverance Ministry. Oh my God, Angels and the Deliverance Ministry. Okay, so these are all on Amazon. Revival or Death, they are all on Amazon. And so I want you to now go on Amazon right after, don't miss this program, okay? After the program, you can go on Amazon and you can get all these books and read them, and it will be a blessing unto you. The Lord bless you. Prof, the Lord bless you. Thank you so much for yesterday. I had a fantastic time. It was powerful. It was powerful. Today, there is something we're going to talk about. Delay. Delay. Why are people being delayed? What is delay all about? What fights people's progress for their lives to be delayed? There are some who are supposed to be married and their lives are delayed. I mean, their marriages are delayed. Childbirth, delayed. And so there is a whole lot. And since the Lord has blessed you with all this wisdom and the anointing to do what you're doing, and so I wanted us to come today and talk about it. And so please, I want you to again look into that camera. This camera is yours. Look into that camera, and then let's begin to talk.
I want to thank your lovely audience, those who called me yesterday. I promise you, all of them, I'm going to get back to you. And some of them had questions and issues that they brought up, which is very important. The concept or the issue of delay. Destiny, when God created man, God put in man the seed to succeed. So in life, nobody is useless. Nobody is useless. It's just the journey of life that has made some people look useless. But usually God didn't create anybody to be useless. Because in the DNA of every person, God has placed success. So automatically, if you surrender your life to Jesus, you are poised for success. But you see, out of the word destiny comes the word destination. You see, destination. So it means that your destiny determines your destination.
Powerful.
So all of us have a different destination. That is why most of the time, in a typical analysis I can give you, even when you are going to a bus station or a train station, you will see people running. You will see some crawling, some walking. Now, if you decide to crawl because you saw somebody crawling, you may be making the biggest mistake of your life, because perhaps the person has to catch a train at a particular time and is not boarded. So he could, relax. Somebody else is running because maybe he's late. And if he doesn't get to the bus station or the train station at a particular time, he or she may miss the train. Now, because Satan knows that destiny represents destination, where you are heading, and most of the time, the delusion or the fallacy about destiny that people think is that my destiny is to buy a car, a house. No. It is not about buying a car or owning a house and you fulfill destiny. No. A car, a house is embedded in your destiny. Once you find your purpose, those other material things fall in line. You understand? It's part of the package. Now, many people are living life without fulfilling destiny, because sometimes Satan can give you a counterfeit destiny where you are living within the permissible will of God, where you are getting results, but that is not exactly what God wants you to do. So you are not fulfilling purpose, you are not fulfilling destiny. And because maybe there are some material gains attached to it, you think that that is destiny or that is your destiny. But destiny, it goes beyond just the materialism, you know. Now, destiny also is a function of time. It's also a function of time, and Satan knows that. So one of the things that Satan does is to, once he can derail you, derail is a train coming, the rail is derailed, the train is another route or stop along.
Right.
So Satan knows that if he can derail you and can derail your destiny, then he can stop you from getting to your destination.
Wow.
You see. Let me give you an example. A gentleman I spoke to yesterday said that he wanted to join the BNI. And Satan delayed him so much that he couldn't go to school on time. And he was told that to join the BNI or whatever year, you have to clock a particular age, maybe 37. Now, he had applied, he had finished his second degree at the age of 35. So quickly he just applied for the BNI position or whatever. Now, by the time they called him for the interview, he had clocked 38.
Oh God.
It means that in his destiny is for him to have become a BNI agent. But so long as Satan was able to derail him and delay him, he got there, but he got there late. So there are three categories of people in life. There are people who may never in their lifetime get to their destination. That is why it has been said that when you go to the cemetery, you go to the graveyard, you see a lot of talents, a lot of potentials, people who had a lot of giftings, but they died in their giftings because they couldn't get there. They never had the opportunity to get there. The Bible said to them, He gave them power to become, but yet they couldn't become. Now, there are some people too who will get to their destination, but they will get there late. Now, when you get to your destination late, it makes the whole issue of destiny become more complicated. Because you'll get there, but you have gotten there late. Let me give another instance. I like to give examples because it makes it more practical. Assuming you're a woman and you are trusting God for marriage, and perhaps you have prayed and you have trusted God, you prayed continuously for a lot of times, and finally God gives you marriage. But maybe at the age you had the marriage was maybe at the age of 50. Now, did the breakthrough come? Yes, the breakthrough came. You got married. Everybody's excited, happy, jumping. But you see, you got to that destination late. Because perhaps the man you are married to wants a child. And now even though you've gotten the breakthrough of marriage, you have another complicated issue of now trying to deal with the fruit of the womb.
Wow.
So did you get to your destination? Yes, you got there, but you got there late. So it makes things more. So a lot of people's life are complicated, not because God didn't give them breakthroughs or whatever, but because they got to their destination late. What use is it? If, for instance, you were so poor and you could not even afford a 3 square meal, and finally you break through and you hit a particular age, and you go to the hospital and the doctors start telling you can't eat this one, you can't eat this one, you can't eat this one, you can't drink this one. Now, you've gotten the money, but you got there late. So even though you have it, but because you got there late, things become more complicated. Because then you have it, but you cannot function in it because you got there late. You understand? Yeah. So a lot of people have on their way, their journey to destiny, they've gotten there, but they got there late. That's why you realize there are some people, even though school has no limit in terms of age, but let us be very sincere. I mean, it's not easy learning when you are older.
Yeah.
When you are younger, it's much more easier because then you have no responsibility. You're not thinking about children's diapers. You're not thinking about school fees and other stuff, you know.
Right.
So there's no pressure. But it's much more difficult. I remember those days when I used to teach. I used to be a TA, teaching assistant when I was in Lagos, and I used to teach quantitative methods those times and accounting. And I realized that I had to do a lot of extra work with the very mature students because some of them, as you are teaching, they tell you, please consider it, we beg you.
Oh, I see. Wow.
So, you know, it becomes more complicated.
More complicated.
So that is why David prayed a simple prayer and said, Lord, that you will satisfy me early.
Hey, listen, we are going to take a break. We are going to take a break. Satisfy me early. That is one deep prayer he prayed. I mean, Lord, do it early, not when I'm old.
Yes.
Well, not when I'm old.
Exactly.
Because when I'm old, what am I going to do?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So we are coming back, you know, to talk about it. Let's take a little break. The Lord richly bless you again. I am Sylvia Blessings on Hour of Blessings on Adonai TV. I'm here again with Prophet Chris Gaba, and we're talking about delay. And so today he's really going to go, you know, deep, and he's going to give us a whole bunch of stuff on why people are delayed in life, in marriages. Why delay? And so before we took a break, you were, you know, talking to us about people being delayed, and so I want you to continue from where we left off.
So as I was saying earlier on, you know, Satan, what people need to understand is that Satan knows, or Satan can predict into your future what you become. So you realize that a lot was cut, and Herod, they were able to tell Herod that the Messiah was going to be born, even in the time of Moses. So Satan knows that, well, this person has a great future. So if I cannot derail his destiny, if only I can delay him enough, then I can be able to get him. You know, So that is why sometimes there are these issues of delay in the lives of a lot of individuals. Now, however, I want to also state that the most pathetic story about delay is that many people have fought battles and they have been able to win such battles. I mean, they've been able to conquer and the rest. But you see, in the journey of life, there are some issues that are so pathetic that some aspect of their life that where they think is so insignificant, Satan has used that part to delay them. For instance, some of them have petty issues. For instance, you will see issues that on carrying goes, becomes a particular sin, a particular habit. It goes and comes, and usually Satan makes you believe that, oh, this one is trivial. Oh, I can overcome it. Oh, this one I can do it. Oh, this one is not an issue. But there are people listening to me, and this thing has kept them sometimes for more than 20 years. Either a court issue, either a particular, you know, and that's the pathetic aspect about the spirit of delay. You know, so basically, when we talk about delay, the primary target of Satan is to delay you, because if he can delay you enough, then he can get you. So if you read Matthew 25, verse 1 to 12, for instance, you notice a story was given about the 10 virgins, and the Bible said 5 were wise and 5 were foolish. Now, the 5 foolish virgins delayed the purchase of their oil. They bought what they should buy, but they bought it at the wrong time. So what the spirit of delay, or what delay does, is that you are doing what is right, but you are doing it at the wrong time. So if Satan delays you and you are getting married at the age of 50, you are doing the right thing, but you are doing it at the wrong time. Are you understanding what I'm saying? You are building, but you are building at the wrong time. You are building a church, but you are building at the wrong time, because Satan has delayed you. You understand? That's why people have been in relationship for 10 years without marriage, and this guy delays you for so many years, or you get married and you are divorced after 20 years. What Satan has done is that he has used that person to delay you for the past 20 years.
Okay.
So by the time you are meeting the right man who is a God-fearing man, your 20 years of life has been wasted.
My Lord.
You see, and most instances I have come across, the man will either dupe them, use them, take their money, and by the time they are meeting the right person, they got there, but they got there late. So it is not just about doing the right thing. That's why I spoke about the prayer David prayed, said, Lord, satisfy me early. Because you see, there are 3 seasons in the life of every person.
Okay.
You have your morning season. Now, in your morning season, it starts from the age of when you were a clot of blood in your mother's womb till you go to the age 30. Now, when you start hitting 30, 25, 30 to 30, it is assumed that by that time you should have gotten married. Automatically. It is assumed that by that time, if you are going a career path, you have started a career. It is assumed also that by that time you are married and you are start having children. Because that is why at a particular age, for instance, how you are today, if you get pregnant, I promise you it will not be that easy as you were younger when you had your daughters. So even the human metabolism or mechanism after a point start telling that I could do 4 meetings in a day. Today I can't do those things again. Not because I'm growing. But sometimes I have to take it easy.
That's right.
You understand? Because after a while, even your mechanism start telling you that, listen, you are not
slow down.
You used to think you are. It's just telling you that you are getting closer to your grave. you understand?
Somebody told me they don't like birthdays. So because I asked her why. He said every birthday reminds her that she's getting closer to her grave.
Exactly. Because as for death, it's inevitable. Everybody's going to go. You know. That is why you realize that at a particular age, you're a woman, you know. At a particular age, I mean, you walk the street and you know not less than 10 men are watching you.
That's it.
And out of 10 men, not less than 3 will call you. Because there is a season. Ecclesiastes spoke about it. So there's a season for everything. So that is why, as a woman, when you are in that season, you like the sons of Issachar, you need to know the season you are in and take advantage of the season. But some people, because they lack knowledge, as we are sharing this knowledge. This man comes, this one is coming, he's playing buffoon with this one is buying phone, this one is renting apartment, and she's playing around because she thinks you'll keep her beauty forever. It's not true.
It's not true.
After a while, the beauty will fade away, as Proverbs spoke about. So that beauty is there because at that season, that is your season. That is a season. That is why if you study in the life of every person, there's a particular season you enter into breakthrough and opportunities and networking. You understand that? Every person will tell you there's a particular season you just enter into a breakthrough. And you realize that things start just happening for you. Without negotiation, without much effort, because it is a season you have entered into. You see, so everybody has a morning season. So at the morning season, you start having your children 30. So by the time you clock 30, you have already left your morning.
Wow.
Once you start entering 31, you are in your afternoon.
Mercy. Now,
in that afternoon, that is the season for your investment. That's the time you start buying a house or start building. That is the time. By the time you are hitting 30 to 40, if you are doing ministry, your ministry has established. But you are hitting
from 31 to 40?
Yes. I mean, by 40, 45, whatever you are doing at that time, you are established in it.
Okay.
If it's business you are doing, you are established in that business.
Okay.
I mean, that is the time God starts prospering you. You start seeing wealth. So you start investing. You start investing. You start investing. All the things you need to do, all the project, all the things you need to do. But you see, unfortunately, that is where a lot of men catch menopause or menopause. When God starts blessing them, the next thing that comes into their mind, because they lack knowledge. You see, this thing I'm sharing is saving somebody the next 20 years.
That's it.
Because he doesn't know that it's a season. So the next minute, he's chasing another woman. So that is why you see many men, they start chasing other women at that particular age. 40, 45. They start desiring other women from their wives, because that is the time that they walk into wealth. You understand? Sudden money. But that money is for a season, because you have entered your afternoon. So that's the time you have to start investing, building your children's security, investing for your children, buying mutual funds and other things, preparing for your retirement. By the time you hit your